everybody, Flyer 9600 here, and today we are going to be playing more of Fallout New Vegas DLC Old World Blues. In the last episode, we accomplished very little, but we did manage to fully upgrade the X-13 stealth suit, get it in working condition, and find ourselves with the Protonic Inversal Axe. Yes, well... So, in the last episode, we did manage to find a disc for one of the people that are actually available, or one of the personalities for the sync, so let's go ahead and talk to him.
I am online once again! Tremble world before my electric heating coil of doom!
Tremble? You're a toaster. How fearsome can you be?
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world.
Well, I'm one for quaking in my boots. Why all the rage? I like to change this subject. Why all the rage?
Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too.
Well, God damn it. Alright. Well, I, for one, am quaking in my boots.
Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now. On fire!
I'd like to change the subject.
Well, since I can't kill you, I guess I have to listen to your inane questions.
I'm almost afraid to ask what your function is.
You should be afraid. I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night.
So, you murder toasters.
Not just murder, I tear them apart and render them down to their base components. Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like.
So, pretty much what he's telling you is if you bring him other toasters, probably the easiest place to find a lot of the toasters in the Big Empty is definitely the place where you found the holotape up at the cave with test subject number 1. Excuse me. What else do you do?
You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics. You want a superheated Saturnite power fist? I can hook that shit up.
I'll keep my eye out for any Saturnite power fist then.
You find one, you bring it on back here, and we'll burn this mother down.
Okay, so what he's talking about, the superheated Saturnite, I always call it saturated, and we'll continue to call it that. So superheated saturated power fist, pretty much is just a power fist that does damage progressively. And that's fairly it. So, between each of the episodes, I actually went over to the X-13 research facility and tried out some things to help deal with the Robo-Scorpions better. And one thing I completely forgot to mention about the Protonic Inversal Axe is that it does EMP damage. Now, EMP is electronic... Wait a minute, EMP? I can only assume that means electronic megapulse. Basically what it does against any robots and enemies wearing power armor, it does extra damage. So, and it's not like a little bit of extra damage that, oh, it may be better. No, it's a lot of extra damage. So besides that, I took the liberty of buying a few stem packs and also buying some more Gobi Campaign Scout Rifle ammo or some more 308 ammo, which is definitely for the better. So, we're going to continue onward. Let's see. Okay, so now we're going to go get the X2 antenna. We could fast travel, but why would we ever want to ruin this spectacular night?
Time to
fight. Alright. Okay, well, since this is a lobotomite, we don't need to have this equipped. I did kind of shorten down my inventory a bit, you may be able to tell, and I also bought the other sonic emitter for some reason. Alright. And finish him.
cessation of hostilities.
That's very good. So this is one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's basically the hunting revolver without the scope. which makes it really interesting.
This one looks pretty tough.
Not really. Sorry, I'm focusing so hard. I have to, like, really trying to hit these guys. Because if you don't, like, something you may notice is that the lobotomites have, like, a pretty good arsenal of weapons. And they're not that bad at hitting you. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump on this. Keep us at a nice little elevation. I'll try and not use as many stem packs throughout this, because this DLC, it can be fairly long depending on what the stuff you want to get. What is that? I think it's Radex or Buff Out. Buff Out's actually a really good
Sneaking done.
fighting now.
Fighting now.
Alright, so we can get, let's see, melee. What's that one guy over there? All melee. So, while we're up here, they can't do jack shit to us. Which is actually really neat. So let's go ahead and blow his head off. Second time around, blown head off. Second time around, one shot. It's opportunity. Oh, they're running away like a little bitch. Oh my god, look at all the melee lobotomites. Actually, wait, what am I doing with the... I have a sniper rifle I could be using right about now. Oh, they went and got their friend with the gun. Shit. What a bunch of pussies having to run off. Get their friend with the gun. They're like coming back now like, oh shit, what do? Yeah, something weird about the programming for enemies in Fallout is that once you hit them, if they're running away, they'll start coming back.
Cessation of hostilities.
But it's so wonky. Like, I don't know. I completely forgot to turn my light on. I know that YouTube can make Fallout look a bit darker than it should be. Actually, Fallout's a dark game. It should be fairly dark for the most part. Proton axe, more rounds. Yeah, they just got the one guy with the shotgun. It's like, okay, go kill him. If you don't kill him, we'll share. So here we find Higgs Village, which was actually mentioned earlier while talking to, I think it was Dala was the one who mentioned the teddy bears in Higgs Village. Higgs Village is pretty interesting. If you have the Wild Wasteland perk, there is a mini Deathclaw.
Nobody ever notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light.
Yeah, shut up. A reason that Dala didn't want you to go into Higgs Village is because it's... Oh, fucking son of a bitch. I'm actually not sure if the Proton Axe does more damage to these guys. Because as far as I can tell, they're not actually robotic in any way. They just kind of have spacesuits on.
Was that all?
Oh, that was pretty chill. Like his actual... The glass on his face exploded. Okay, so... Trying not to divert that far away from our goal of getting up there. You can actually kind of see the satellite right now through the damn it, I can't think of it. It'll come to me. Just give it a minute. Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? Yeah, these trauma suits usually come in packs. Most things in this DLC, like all the enemies. Okay, this guy's got a Saturnite fist, so we definitely want to kill him. That's what Saturnite looks like. If only sniping in Team Fortress 2 was this easy. Boosh. Trick Shot McGee. You have to think that would hurt quite a bit, like a point blank sniper rifle bullet, just boosh. Alright, so there's the Saturnite fist. Its gimmick is that it hits faster. Woo. So we will actually be fighting robots. Yep, here they are. So I can pretty much show how this works. It hits fast, it hits for roughly 44 damage, and it pretty much, it just destroys the enemies, so... Machine Head.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
I've never even seen the Machine Head rank 1. How do I get a rank 2 when I didn't know rank 1 existed? So, this axe works wonders
Time to fight.
on the robot scorpion. So you can see how well it's doing against these
Was
guys.
that all?
Protectron Mark IV. Alright. Whatever. Let's just go up over here. Check out these footlockers. I usually don't like to go through footlockers, but most of the time in this DLC, for some reason, there is always ammo in them. So, that was a nice little clunk there to signify that we made it. So once again, we find ourselves at the edge of the map trying to get something. And here it is. The X2 antenna. Okay, so once again, Moby is trying to talk to us. It is actually a weapon, which is interesting. It does the same thing as the protonic inversal axe. Okay, I was about to say, if I remembered correctly, you can actually...
Ready, steady, fighting.
Alright, so it's a fairly interesting weapon, or it's entertaining at the least. So, I believe if... Wait, does the... Yes, okay, so that does the same thing. Apparently, I'm just playing this DLC all wrong. Yeah, you know what? I don't doubt that in the slightest. Alright, let's see if I can... Alright, so I can see the Robo-Scorpions, but you can see how little damage I'm actually doing. So, it's more understandable to use the actual weapons that work against them more efficiently. So, let's try using the sonic emitter on these things. Alright, so that fires way too slow to be effective. But I believe it's stunning him. Yeah, that's doing just about as much damage as my sniper rifle should. So let's go ahead and give the X2 antenna a shot. So once again, just about as effective. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. I prefer the protonic inversal axe because it does the same goddamn thing. Yeah. So it does the same thing as the X2 antenna, but it hits faster. So you can see how quickly I'll take this guy down. Yeah, see right there. You gotta just remember to jump out of the way. Otherwise, they will get you. Wow, Market Garden. For the most part. That's probably the one thing I just forgot about. Like, seeing all these sparks, you would think, like, oh, well, that, like, disables their... Yeah, well, that's my kind of thinking. I stood right the fuck over one.
Bad guys dealt with.
Bad guys dealt with. Not really, because as soon as you walk out here...
Ready, steady, fighting.
So, the think tank and Mobius fighting.
Have a stim pack.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't been paying attention to is my health. I actually just looked down and thought, like, oh, it's getting a little bit low. I think these Mark IVs have, like, a lot more health than the others. So we've gotten 2 out of the 3 items necessary. Sonic emitter upgrade. All my friends have switches. Let's actually do that one next, because we've been ignoring some of the more entertaining side quests. Really quickly, though, I want to go through Higgs Village. Because Higgs Village is actually... It's pretty neat. I believe it's part of the main quest to actually have to go into Higgs Village and do some stuff. But for the most part, you can actually go over to Higgs Village and see what the members of the think tank did before they were moved on to their hyper-sentient electronic forms, I suppose you would call it electronic forms. So this is a place where all scientists in the Big Empty lived